Ah, hello, 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 hello. The young shooter. Shush. Don't tell me when to start my stream. Hey, Nathaniel. Hello. Oh, good lord, Farmson immediately worked today. Do you like the number plate on my Lexion? I figured out this thing does actually have the number plate mod, so I can't change it now, it's stuck as that. So we're going to continue on from yesterday. The end of yesterday's stream. By completely failing to start the harvest. Yeah, continuing the sunflower harvest. It's 7:33 PM in the evening in game. Keep that number plate. I don't have a choice. I'd have to literally buy a new Lexion if I wanted to get rid of this. Don't think you've ever done sunflowers, Blessy. You should try it. It's fun. These are unfertilized sunflowers, mind you, so the yield is comically low. By that I mean, you see the giant headland we've taken out already, the single pass that we've done all once around the field, and kind of half again. Yeah, that's what's in the tank of the harvester right now. 6,500 litres. It is cold today. My heater is going on. It's gonna be one of those days. It's just gonna be cold, and it's gonna keep getting colder because we got the cold snap coming in. Winter 2, the coldening. How's my day? Yes, I've just got out. I'm not long out of bed. I've just had my breakfast. It was a bowl of Cheerios because I feel cheery, and I'm having my coffee. Hey, Josh. I know Ireland won the rugby as well, which just puts me into a better mood. Just forgot to take my steroids, hang on. And Scotland are beating England? That is amazing. If Scotland beat England and we beat Scotland, that puts us in a prime position to win the Six Nations. Oh, that is unpleasant. That is extremely unpleasant. For anybody wondering, I was just wiping my nose. This is a nasal spray, and it's steroids, and it's unpleasant. 22-6. Oh. That would be so beautiful if Scotland won and then England lost to France next week. Or the week after. Then Ireland won the title on St. Patrick's Day by beating England. In England. I mean, it just has to happen, doesn't it? Eddie's in a good mood. If Ireland beats Scotland, they'll set up a showdown for the Grand Slam. Unless England lose today. In which case, that's their Grand Slam hopes. Poof, gone. Am I using the wheel? Yes. Not the Farm Sim wheel, I'm using my G27 today. I don't have a Farm Sim wheel. I don't want a Farm Sim wheel. I think it's a piece of plastic tat, to be quite honest. How many pigs should you buy in Oakfield? Many pig. Many pig. Like 20 or so. Because they, they multiply quite quickly. The side panel, yeah, I might be interested in, but I've got a joystick that can do even more than that, so I don't know why I'd want it. Only 2020 isn't too bad. Or 2 buildings burnt down today. New room where you sleep. Oh, dude, that sucks, Oak. Did you leave anything behind there? Side panel have more buttons. No, actually. My joystick have more buttons. You didn't have a UK thing. Congrats, Eddie. Did you leave anything in the room though? Because that really sucks. Hello, Simulation for the Nation. How you doing today? Hopefully better than Loke. Some books. Oh no. Oh dude, that really sucks. I mean, it could have been worse. You could have been in there, but about 40 pigs. Fair enough. What joystick do I have? I've got a Thrustmaster T-Flight Hotas X joystick. Which is quite good actually. I don't use it much because it likes USB 3 ports and I don't have one free. 3 of those books are... Oh, dude. And I'm guessing those books are... Top Chat is believing now. Oh, hang on. I've just noticed that I am in fact in Top Chat. Hang on. There we go, all chat. Which doesn't seem to make much of a difference, but... YouTube, default it to all chat, please. I'm guessing the books didn't make it. Look. Young Shooter looks where he stays for work. His room there burnt down yesterday or today or overnight or something, and he left some books there that were given to him by his mother and his grandparents, and it doesn't look like they'll be there when he gets back. Fortunately. Hey, Finnish farmer. That really sucks, dude. Everything's burnt to a crisp. Oh, dude. If there's anything I can do, Loke, let me know. Send me a PM on Discord or something. I want to help you if I can. You can get replacements, Massey, but they won't be the same books. They won't have the sentimental value. They'll just be books. To hear about FS19, the Roper DLC. What about them, Nathaniel? Nathan? So I said there's this. It's a 9 row header, a 9 thingy header. So it's about 6 meters. Might be worth it. No, the thing about sentimental stuff is no amount of money can bring it back, and if it's gone, it's gone. Nothing is ever going to replace it. Like I've got a watch that was my granddad's. He passed away a couple of years ago now. it didn't work when I was given it, and I said, I want this to work. This watch needs to work. My mother went to the jeweler she goes to, and he said, any new movement I put in this watch will be more expensive than the watch itself. You know, it's a write-off. And I said, no. It's not a write-off. You're putting a new movement in that thing. We don't care. Money isn't an object with this. So I've got the watch and it works and all that kind of stuff. And I do wear it from time to time. Just can't remember where I put it last time. And like, no amount of money was gonna get in the way of that watch working for me. Still harvesting low yield sunflowers, yep. Hello, John Kerr. Yeah, stuff's given to you by your parents or grandparents. You want to keep it. Doesn't matter if there's a cost to keeping it, you're gonna keep it. As much as you possibly can. John, I said hello to you. There's no need to say hello multiple times. I think you might be on your phone. I think he might be on his phone getting the hilarious bug where YouTube doesn't sense stuff properly. In fact, it does. Do I hear the hot dog of the story of the hot dog in the header? No. No. Really? Oh, that's even worse. That's actual history being destroyed. That makes it worse. Because like those books could have had a value to all of mankind as a historical, you know, item. But by the way, studying for the leaving, David stream. No, study for the leaving, Killian. Study for the leaving, get yourself a good job, and then give me lots of donations when you have a good job. I have, by the way, I should point out, I have, if I go over here, hopefully done this. Hopefully this is the version that I did this in. Yes, I have dumped down the price of compost. I've literally just have the price multiplier in the shop. So it's now selling for 830 euros per ton, which is much better. YouTube, those cheeky scamps are the break things that you find out on your own. What's broken today, simulation? Yeah, study first, watch me later, guys. Your education's much more important than entertainment. I don't mind having low numbers in the stream if it means people are getting educated. Hey Chris, how's it going? I'm doing good today. Not long out of bed. I've obviously hit my wheel at some point and had it turned a little weird. Watch education. Something you should have. Even if you're going into farming, it's good to have an education. It's good to have something to fall back on if farming doesn't work out. If the farm isn't profitable, if it loses money, if it, you know, something goes wrong and you need to stop farming. If you have to stop farming and all you know is farming, then you've got nothing. If you gotta stop farming and you got a degree in computing, well, you can probably do a refresher course and go into computing. So we're almost full here, we're 98% full. Who's my favourite actor? Probably Ryan Reynolds. He's just funny and good in general. So now I get to show off a little thing that I did last night, other than tweaking the map again. I sound like I got a cold coming out. No, I sound like I've just taken my bloody my steroids and they're wreaking havoc with me. So if I go to the 110 won't be able to pull it. The T6. You can see it's kind of out in the middle of the yard, which could be improved, but I've tidied the yard. Mostly. There's still a few things just kind of dotted around, but for the most part, stuff is away. The rope is beet harvesting. I thought it was exclusively beets as well, but there is a new piece of potato harvesting equipment coming in. A new, like 1 or 2 row potato harvester. So I might try and hold off until March 13th or later to harvest the potatoes. See how we do with that. You can see there's stuff put away in a lot of sheds. The baler, I couldn't figure out what to do with it, so it just stayed out. The Smith Super Cube trailer is in over here. Hopefully the T6 will be able to handle this with full load of sunflowers in it. Hello, Chris. How are we now? Another small potato harvester. Yeah. I'd like to see a bigger variety of equipment. You can see there's I've even put away the manure spreader and the Valtra and the plow, which I put the plow away with this thing and I did not like it. There's all the equipment in Europa DLC is listed on the official website. That's how I know this stuff. I haven't got some sort of insider leak going on. I wish I did. Europa potato harvester looks really good in real life. Ooh, might be worth giving it. Well, it'll be worth giving it a try one way or another. This is top speed. This is as fast as the New Holland wants to go with the empty Super Cube. I get the feeling I might need to use the T7. Just an inkling. So there could be mods for them like the Homer HR12. Does the HR12 actually exist, Farming Man? Abby isn't testing again. Yes, the Abby slurry spreader isn't testing again. Use the Magnum. That would be... That's something I could do, yeah. Trying to think how can I get the... Oh, I know how to get the T6 back to the yard quickly. There's a new game engine. There's not a new game engine! There is no new game engine for FS19. People who say that have read the Focus press release that was actually misphrased. It's a new graphics engine. It will not affect gameplay too much. It'll affect graphics only. They'll be bringing in some new things, some new features, but it is primarily a graphics engine, not a full game engine. It's going to be using the same engine again, which seemingly might actually be more powerful than I thought. Improvement doesn't mean it's new. Yeah, they're improving the engine constantly. Hello, Ben Drifter, and CN Agriculture, and No Limits, and... Oh, what did you miss? I was going to say hello to you again. Not a whole lot. We're just kind of making our way over to the sunflower field. Ooh, here's the turnoff I want to take. Well done, Dave. Well done, you've hit a sign. Because I'm going to take I'm going to take these New Holland and bring these New Holland up to these yard. Because it's too damn slow. So if I take the New Holland and go this route over here, we'll appear out by the compost master, out by that placeable yard. You can see that I attacked this with the mower as well at one point. And that's where the New Holland can stay. Where's the Magnum? There's the Magnum. It's got spray or seed around the back. We don't need that. confirm. You check the mod hub. And I see HR12. Okay, that exists as a mod. Does it exist in real life, Farming Man, was my question. I know it exists as a mod. A lot of things exist as a mod. There's a 50-meter header for the New Holland CR10 that exists as a mod. My question was, does it actually exist in real life? So it's about 24 minutes today, guys, for the first flip. Nearly 25. And the New Holland is refusing to unflip. There we go. Unflipped and perfectly parked. Just looked it up and yes, it exists. Can I get confirmation for somebody that's not Farming Man? It exists in real life. Thank you very much, Eddie Boo. When will Oakfield come to console? Last I heard from Oxygendavid, there were some issues with console. He's working on them, and you should see it in the next couple of weeks, probably, depending on how fast Giants test. Because it's just in a case of map tennis right now where Giants are finding issues, Oxy's fixing them and sending it back, and then Giants find other issues, and it's the annoying bit of mapping. Also, I was trying to go way too far because the actual field I need to enter with this trailer is here. How often will roleplay be a thing? Not very. Not with the Cold Brew roleplay anyway. That is kind of an experimental series. I'm going to be playing about with different things in that series. You know, I've already played about with exactly how I record and how I speak in the series. You're going to see me playing about with other things, and some of the videos will take 2-3 days to record, which is part of the reason that coming March 1st, I'm going to be cutting down the number of videos per day or per week to 3. And I'll be putting up more stream archives as a result. A simple fact of the matter, Davey, as much as it annoys you, as much as it annoys me as well, because, like, you know, myself, Landy Kid, Simulate, we all get the questions. When's it coming to console? Simple fact of the matter is we don't know. It's down to Giants at the end of the day. And as much as it sucks to be told that, you know, they are working on FS19 at the same time, so their focus isn't really on getting mods through. It's on, you know, the Ropa DLC and getting FS19 developed. So I mean, it's a tough one for Giants right now. It is really tough for Giants. While the combine's unloading, I'm gonna do this. Septibus is super slow. I think this trailer is a lot bigger than I thought. Those don't look like sunflowers, they look like worms. They do look like sunflower seeds. If you ever see, you ever seen sunflower seeds, these look all, well, honestly almost identical. They look identical, they're kind of an artist's impression almost of sunflower seeds. They're a bit odd, but they are sunflower seeds. Let's get the head, or the pipe in. There you go. Does Giants have to test Matt XJS DLC? Yes, they do. However, they're going to give that a bit more priority than. This is going to sound really bad. They're going to give that more priority than a mod because they stand to make money off Matt's DLC. You know, Matt's DLC is a Giants DLC just made by Matt XJS. It'll be given the Giants logo, given the Giants banner, given the Giants treatment. Same with Team FSIs. They're gonna have to test all of that thoroughly, and probably to actually a higher standard than the stuff on ModHub, which I thoroughly believe MadXJS at the very least can work to. And it, you know, it's something that maybe you guys didn't think about is, yes, the DLCs need to be tested. Now they have a release date set. They've got a set release date of March 29th, so Giants are going to have to potentially rush some of the testing and push through some extra stuff with it, and Matt and Team FSI might have a couple of late nights. You're just wondering, yeah, but that gives me an excuse to talk about it, so I'm going to thank you for asking. You know, Giants, Matt and Team FSI might have a few late nights if they're running a bit late on something or running a bit slow on something, but it's all going to get tested by Giants and all going to come out theoretically on March 29th. Be nice to see more classic equipment. Yes, that's something FarmSim desperately needs. Is more of the stuff from the 80s and 90s that's been very overlooked. Where is the comedy today? What do you mean, where is the comedy today? The comedy comes from the gameplay, and harvesting isn't funny. What all's in his DLC? Here's the thing. I don't know. He did a proposal for Giants a while back. If somebody wants to find the link, one of the mods wants to find the link, put it in the chat, feel free. He did a DLC proposal where he listed like what the equipment he wanted in would be and that kind of stuff. It's been too long without a joke. My life. Are you happy now, Farming Man? Hello, Simulate. Sim, do you like my number plate? What do you think of the number plate on my Lexion? I think it's wonderful. Oh, if you Google FS17 Classic DLC proposal, it'll give you a search result for the Giants forum. Awesome. Actually, now I'm wondering. S-M-E-L-L-U-L. Oh my god, I could have... There is a temptation now to renumber plate this thing Smellulate. Also, I enjoy how it started off in a straight line, got distracted, and then went off at a weird angle. Like in the number plate, thank you very much, J123 JCB1. Why didn't I make it British? Because this has the number plate mod. Do you remember the one where I invented the original tank tour? Oh no, that's right. Do you remember when in the American multiplayer we did? I had the number plate of the tractor be Farticus. Same mod. Or same script installed on this. So now I'm concerned that I might not be able to change the number plate to be British. Which would be interesting. Smellulate. SM31 UL8. Oh my god. Sim immediately with the perfect British number plate, and I've got the correct font for it now as well, thanks to Bullet Bill. Hey Sim, did you get a reply to that email I sent yet, by the way? Or have you even bothered checking your emails yet? It's probably a better question. For those of you that don't know, and I can tell you now, Sim had pure farming for a couple of weeks, or a couple of days before he actually checked his emails and found out. I really wouldn't be able to the A to the end, probably because I get confused with the B. Sim is terrible for checking his emails, guys. He's been sent games and not realised for like 2 weeks. And then he's checked his emails, sworn at us in TeamSpeak, and like, I've had this for ages and didn't know about it. Stuff pure farming sounds crap. It's... I'm gonna give it the fairest review that I can, even though I've not played it. Just from what Sam and Landy have been telling me. I'm still logged into Steam. That's probably a terrible idea. I meant to log out of Steam, because now Sim knows that I'm logged into Steam, he's gonna start spamming me. Nope. The fairest review I can give Pure Farming is it's a game that has a lot of good ideas. And some better than others. Some very good textures. But it's a game that it's the same with all farming games that release to try and take on Farm Sim. They've got great ideas. I think even Farm Expert, which you know, it's fun to poop on Farm Expert, but they've got good ideas, but the execution is lacking. You know, they know what they're trying to do, but they just don't quite do it right. I check my emails multiple times a day. Because for those... you might not know this. I've got 3 different email accounts that I always have open on my Chrome. I've got my personal spammy one, which occasionally gets important stuff sent to it. Which it's the one that I use for like buying PC parts and stuff. I've got my personal looking for a job one, which tends to get spammed. And I've got my YouTube one. And actually, most of the YouTube emails, like subscribers and all that, goes to the spammy email. But I've got the YouTube one as well, the one that I have listed as the contact for the channel. Which, by the way, I've had people emailing me about inane things on there, like directly. Don't do that. It's for. There's a reason it's listed as a business email. If you want to send me a message about something inane, use Facebook or Twitter. I do check my DMs on Twitter. I do check my messages on Facebook. Don't send silly things to my email address, because I think they might be important. I see something new in that inbox, I immediately jump on it because I think it might be important. And then it's like, was I banned from chat? Yes. I'm not even going to dignify that email with a response. Pure farming crops, taking on farms. Pure farming... meh. Cattle and crops isn't really taking on farms. It's taking on the ideas of farms. Hey, Polar Bear. It's pure... Cattle and crops is a bit odd. It's taking on the ideas that Farm Sim has. The idea that Farm Sim is an arcade game. It's taking that on by being a very unrelenting simulator. They see that it's an email address they have for the channel, and they send emails, and they get ignored usually. There's some that I have replied to, because they've sent me good questions, and I'll reply to good questions. If you got a good question, you send it to that email address, you might just get a reply. Yeah, Cattle and Crops is kind of the love child of ETS2, FS17, and Spin Tires. They got the ETS2 business model where it's only going to be the one game. They've got FS17 in it because it's farming, and whatever, and Spin Tires because they got deformable terrain and everything moves at the speed of Slug. Because it is not a fast moving game. It is not a game that, I'll be honest, it's not a game that 90% of Farm Sim players will enjoy. It's kind of out there on its own, going for that 10% of the market. Like, I've actively told people, you won't enjoy Cattle and Crops, don't bother. Because I know that they're more of an arcadey style player, and they balk at realism. people who will enjoy it are the people, you know, in the comment section who complain about realism. Secondary point, actually, and this isn't going to be a rant. This is going to be a thank you. Usually when I put up a video that includes the word realism in the title, I get a load of complaints that this is unrealistic, that's unrealistic, this is unrealistic. Thank you very much to the people who commented as if the farm did exist and made suggestions on stuff to do. Thank you to those people. I saw one person suggesting that I get a front weight for what I'm cultivating because it would allow for more front grip. That's the kind of stuff that I appreciate when I put up those role plays. Is like if the comments kind of lead in and kind of push into the role play. That's amazing. I love it when that happens. It puts me into a good mood when I see stuff like that. Because I was talking to the guys on TeamSpeak and I was like, holy crap, these guys, yeah, the comment section is not only positive, but just working with what I put out. And that's what it should be when I do those role plays. It's like, you work with me with the role play in the comment section. That makes the role play better because I get more ideas from that. Realism is key. By the way, now that it's been up for over 24 hours, what did you guys... I have an email. Sim, did you just send me a random piece of crap? I'm gonna tab out real quick and see what Sim sent me. Let's have a look. This is important, not spam. Meh. La 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 la. Can't read that line. Thanks, enjoy, you're welcome. Simul89. All of that was in caps, by the way. It is nice when people play along. It makes, like, as a content creator, it makes me feel good about what I've done. Did it say I cannot read that line? No, it did not say that. I said that because I saw what the line said. I am sure Sim is laughing right now. What did it say? I actually can't say. It's not PG. It's not something that I'm willing to repeat. Hello, Landy. Simulate, ladies and gentlemen. He logged into his emails to troll me and forgot to check them.
Hello, Dave. There's
Charles70, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. How's it going? Going good? Started late because I would have started on time, but I had to deal with some crap on Discord. Quite frankly. So I kind of dealt with that immediately, and it took me a bit longer than I'd have liked. Now, how, now, why, where, when? Hey Nathan, by the way. Don't know if I said hello. Simulate, did you receive your key off us? Oh, that's a dumb question to ask Sim. You can't remember what he had for breakfast this morning. Sim probably didn't have breakfast yet. That was a silly thing to say. Speaking of this morning, Sim, that thing you tagged me in, that was amazing on Facebook. That was amazing. I loved it. Hey, Tiger Dave. Bacon against sausage. Oh, now I'm jealous. I had a bowl of Cheerios. I feel I feel pathetic compared to a bacon, egg, and sausage roll. All you need is some like hash browns and black and white pudding. You got yourself a lovely breakfast roll. This is too uptastic. I don't like it. Get a cup of coffee and that's it. I've just finished my coffee. It wasn't as nice as my usual coffee. It was Nescafe, which is kind of the emergency backup coffee. And it was the first one I grabbed. Bacon, egg, and sausage roll from McDonald's. Chris knows what I'm on about. The jumbo breakfast roll. What were the lyrics to that song? What was the chorus? Because I can't remember it. Wonder if Google's gonna let me do this. Okay, Google. Jumbo breakfast. Oh, okay, Google. Jumbo breakfast roll lyrics. Can't reach Google at the moment. Is it? It's having a bit of a fit. Oh no, it was searching. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Jumbo breakfast roll lyrics. It's actually on Wikipedia. Lyrics. 2 eggs, 2 sausage, 2 ration, 2 bacon, 2 pudding, 1 black, 1 white, all stacked like a tower on top of each other in a row of good and tight. If you're having some tea, the milk's over there. You find sugar in the bowl. Says she, do you want some sauce on that? Says I do in my roll. That's actually a song that reached, I think, #1 here. And if ever you're bored, look up Pat Short, Jumbo Breakfast Roll, like Glengar just put in. Look that up on YouTube, because you get to hear the Irish sense of humour. It does actually, no, the lyric is actually roll, believe it or not, Glengar. The lyric is actually roll, and I knew it was roll. It's just the way Pat Short says it, it doesn't sound like roll. Says I do in my, wow, yeah, it is roll. If you have some tea and milk's over there, you find sugar in a bowl. Says she, do you want some sauce and that? Says I do in my roll. Thank you, Eddie Boo. I've already googled it. Then you have back from the 90s, Dustin and 32 Counties, which I've listened to a few times recently and it's still good. It sounds very 90s, but it's still good. Yeah, a hot chicken roll, but it has to be breaded chicken. I missed another bit and I know about it. There's also a song about egg rolls. Interesting. Did I convert this combine to MR? No. There's actually an XML available on the databank, or on the repository of XMLs for this combine. It's the combine pack. Which, by the way, if you don't know about the MR repository, it's something you should probably know about, and you should probably have the MR XML databank mod as well, which is what is used to convert mods. You put the XML into a folder, it reads it from the folder, and it's like, hey, this is a thing for this mod. I'm going to do this now. Turn the wrong way again. Doesn't matter, I'm just gonna go harvest this side and then go back over to the other side. I think we might actually get just the one trailer load of sunflowers off this field. By the way, I am going to speed up time very soon. That is in the plans, because I am aware that it is getting very dark in the stream. In fact, let's shed a bit of light on the situation, which isn't doing much at all. But I've seen that sim. It's actually really good. There's also a metal cover of Toto's Africa that is amazing. You thought it was getting lighter? No, it's 8:18 PM in game. 2018. 18 minutes past 20 hours. So it's getting quite late in game. Luckily, Oakfield uses season summer lighting, so it doesn't tend to get quite too dark until like 9 or 10 o'clock. But it is starting to get quite late in game. You thought it was getting... It is getting purpler. It is getting more purplified. That is a thing. And I'm going to copy Landy on something as well. I actually want to swap the plow I have right now out for something else. Which... I've done a stupid... If you watch Landy, you might know what plow I want to get. If you don't, then you probably don't. Good job!
I did a good job. I did done myself a good job.
Not the John Deere Ripper, actually. It's going to be traditional furrow plow. Just something a bit different to what I've been using lately. Because it's a good plow, and I like it. I like how it looks. I want to try it out. Because I do need to plow this field, remember? I do have forced plowing on.
I did a good job.
Yes! Splash got it, the EXA Moro Raptor by Ego. Who, if you don't download Ego's mods, I would genuinely recommend you just you Google the name of the mod. You look on Modhost, receive the name of the mod, and you Google it, because don't trust anything uploaded. Like, seriously, just don't. It's not a website you should ever go on. Which sounds bad coming from somebody who's saying, oh, respect modders and respect the wishes of modders. Don't trust Ego's Lift Farm. He released 2 new mods this week, Glengar. But yes, he is cattle and crops modder now primarily, even though there's no mods for cattle and crops. Yeah. He'll return to Farm Sim in probably like 2 years. His last mods for Farm Sim. Oh, what a shame. Somebody who insists on using uploaded the whole damn time is leaving the Farm Sim community. And somebody who's had multiple fits and left the Farm Sim community multiple times is leaving the Farm Sim community again. He's a good modder, but he's not as good as he thinks. I like his mods, yes. I don't like the way that he acts. There's a big difference between liking somebody's mods and liking the way that they act. you know, I can differentiate between the person and the mods. And Ego's, by all accounts, not very good as a person. Very good as a modder. Not as good as he likes to think, but very good. Because his mods have a habit of... He's got a ridiculous habit of putting custom scripts and everything, and while that's great and all, it does tend to have a habit of causing quite a few stability issues with the game. Hey, Ice Gaming. Yeah, he causes quite a few stability issues. Lots of conflict with controls. His move side to side in cab script actually conflicts with basic in-game controls, which is a big no-no in my books. You know, it's great that you don't use the controls yourself, but if somebody else has the radio controls enabled, they're shooting off to one side of the tractor constantly. Which, no, don't do that. Still, I've seen mods conflict in worse ways. I've seen a mod that conflicted with itself, which was comical. Like it had controls set that conflicted with controls it had set. Usually, just try and remove the custom scripts. Yeah, that's what I'm going to end up probably doing, Eddie Boo. Hey Stephen, how am I? I'm good. Just giving a few observations about Ego. Wouldn't exactly call it a rant. Wouldn't even call it complaining. It's... well, it's complaining to an extent, but it's not... it's more criticism than anything else. If you are enjoying, by the way, guys, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. I do stream every day of the week now. Mondays is 5 till 6. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is 5 till 7-ish. If I'm up in time and not having to deal with stuff. A mod that hates itself. Yeah, it was an FS15 mod made by... something... I think it was a Portuguese mod team, and it had two different things bound to the J button that conflicted with each other, and that... I don't know how they managed that. And how they... I'm presuming they didn't test it. You're back from the sauna? Welcome back, Finnish Farmer. Hey Benji, how am I doing today? I'm doing good. Use the S... Farming man! You've been around long enough to know not to make demands. I don't get why people still do it. The JCB backhoe, Glengar. You know exactly what mod I'm on about. That, yeah, that was quite possibly the worst mod I've ever seen. And I've seen some real howlers of mods. That was just... it was just bad. Like, if a mod conflicts with another mod, I can kind of accept it because, you know, the modder might not have thought of the other mod. That's fine, you know, if it conflicts with the script, maybe the modder doesn't use that script. If it conflicts with itself, you've got no excuse. That's something that should be picked up day one of basic testing. How do these two controls conflict with each other? For those of you in Discord, by the way, you might have seen that I was working on the map again last night. At stupid hours. Doing field definitions, which I've now got 13 fields to find out of probably about 70. Do I have crop growth on? Yes, but I have withering off. Do I have everything planted and fertilized? I do! Except fields 2 and 15. And 8. 31 isn't seeded, is it? No. It's not even cultivated. So let's do this. Let's skip through night. Here we go. Everybody, once you mentioned that back, I was like, yeah, that was a dumpster fire. Welcome back, Landy. What time am I going till? Landy, you streaming today? Normal sleep schedule was out the window. I got bored last night and started working on the map and then got carried away. It was exactly what I said happens in GE. It was like I planned on doing 1 or 2 fields and ended up doing about 7. This isn't the correct way. No, Dave, no! Oh, nuts. You are streaming tonight. Well, then I'll be going till 7 o'clock so Landy can stream. Is Simulate go live? It's not Monday. Simulate not go live. I figured you would because, I mean, you are trying to make up, let's just say, well, you're trying to make up streaming time from when you couldn't over the week. Hello, Ken. You almost had to watch my roleplay. The roleplay was good. I think it was different. I was talking to the guys on TeamSpeak last night and saying I was intentionally doing stuff that I know is kind of bad form in YouTube videos. Intentionally making the mistakes that new YouTubers do. It's totally not for the reason that I know it is it? Come on, get... How did I even do this? What if I try and turn this thing... Oh. I was trying to get it to turn the wrong way. Yes. That was a dumpster fire, wasn't it? Come on, turn. No, turn the other way. Why did I drop the trailer? Because I hit my hand off the button that drops the trailer. That wasn't intentional. That was not intentional. Okay, I guess we're going out this way. The rare flip turn. Let's just call that the Fresh Prince turn, because it flipped turned upside down. That was planned. That was not planned. For those of you that don't know, I've actually got a button on my wheel right beside where I usually put my hand that detaches trailers. And quite frequently I end up punching it by mistake when I'm turning quickly. Just said Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lyrics. Yes. In West Philadelphia, born and raised in the playgrounds where I spent most of my days. Not maxing, relaxing, all cool, and all shooting some b-ball out to the school. And a couple of guys that were up to no good, so to make them show up in the neighborhood. Hey, hard worker. Just speed rap. This song is putting me to sleep. Also, the music seems quite quiet, so I'll just do that. Could I remap the button if I wanted? Yes, but I'm so used to it being where it is now that that would be a terrible idea. I was thinking about Farm Sim last night, and how Giants can start really getting the game up to the next level from where it is now. And I think it's fair to say Giants have pretty much nailed all the big details. All the big details in Farm Sim are pretty much there. So where they need to go from now is kind of focusing on the smaller details, like different coloured smoke depending on what kind of load the tractor's under, or the age of the tractor. That's too loud now. Different coloured smoke depending on the age and the work hours and what the tractor's trying to do. Something as simple as the little wobble, he says, violently shaking his hand. The little wobble the 3-point gets with MR, because that's what a real 3-point does. Like, that's a detail Giants should look at and say, that needs to be in the game, because while it's more realistic, it doesn't take away from the arcadiness, the intrinsic arcadiness of Farm Sim. It's just the equipment in real life is not magically solidly bolted to the 3-point. There is a bit of play in the attachment, so it would wobble a bit. You know, stuff like that, just small little details. Because Farm Sim kind of... I think Giants have kind of got the modelling down to a T of vehicles and equipment. They've got them working in a believable manner. I'm not going to say realistic, but a believable manner. And it's just kind of the small details they now need to start really working on and ironing out the kinks in and improving on. And I think one of those details is kind of how animals work. I count that as a small detail. I'd like to see you being able to feed the animals like pellet feed, which would be like oats and stuff usually. But being able to feed the animals, you know, actual crops. And I'm going to edit Oakfield, possibly the update, because I know the update is theoretically coming soon. I'm going to edit it so that the cows can take oats as power feed, as effectively as TMR, so I don't need to worry about that. And then I need to give them all the rest of the stuff manually, the same way that, you know, it works. Maybe bring back buying chickens. I would argue get rid of the chickens entirely unless you're able to get, like, sell them off for food purposes. Be nice if they could eat the grass in the field. The ability to move animals. Feeding them meal. Exactly, you know, they're small details. Biophysics, that's another... It might seem like a large detail to you guys, but in terms of the game as a whole, that's a small detail. Because they've got bales, for the most part, behaving in a believable manner. It would be nice if the round bales were less prone to rolling. So maybe have some sort of deformable polygons in there, so that when they drop out the back of the baler, depending on how steep the hill is, the deformable polygons take effect and kind of flatten out the bottom of the bale. Farming, yes, they need to add strapping vehicles to low loaders. Like, these are the small details that Giants could work on. traffic that behaves a bit more believably, like traffic that's going to stop if you're at a junction to let you out, traffic that's not going to slam into the side of you. Automatic, yes, automatic turning off of the indicators. These are all things Giants could improve on. Like, the game is great as is, but does that mean there's no room for improvement ever? No, it means that now we get to the point where we're nitpicking at the tiny little things that aren't quite perfect, aren't quite where we'd like them, and we get to say, you know, this is great, but here's how it could be better. Here, you know, this is how constructive criticism works, is like, even when I say something's bad, it's a case of this is bad, but here's how you do it better. Here's how to improve it. Might not be a big improvement, but it'll be improved. More classic. Powdering now, that's a sticky issue. Because that's actually outside of Giant's control. You might not know this, you might know this, I don't know. The way that licenses works with Massey Ferguson, Agco, Case New Holland, and the Deutz Group, whatever they're called, and you know, all the different manufacturers they got in the game, is the manufacturers basically tell Giants what to put in the game. They tell Giants you can use this, and this. And it's usually the newer stuff that they want to sell. The stuff that they want to be advertised, because you know, it's going into a game, it's free it's advertising for the brand. Would the likes of Massey Ferguson want something as old as the 135, or going back further, the 35? Going back even further, the TE20, would they want that in the game instead of a brand new tractor? Instead of, we'll say, you know, the new 8000 series Masseys? Would they want an old 13 series in? Probably not. We'll say if John Deere came in, would they prefer having a Model A in the game, or a 6R? They want the 6R because they're trying to sell 6Rs. They're not trying to sell tractors they don't make anymore. And it sucks. It really does. I'm not going to pretend like it's a good thing. But it's something Giants can't control. Can't wait for FS19. I think a lot of us can't, but we're kind of... Are Scotland genuinely going to win? Look, you guys better not be kidding me, because if Scotland win and Ireland beat Scotland, Ireland pretty much win the Six Nations. England lost 25-13. You guys are kidding me right now. They did. Scotland beat England. Scotland. Scotland 25, England 13. Okay. Sorry to those of you who don't like rugby, by the way. Six Nations is currently on, and apparently Scotland just beat England. Ireland are going after a clean sweep of the tournament, and obviously to win it. And it's Scotland are traditionally crap, though. Scotland will be tricky in 2 weeks. It could go two ways, Glengar. Scotland could be tricky because they could be that could be a very good morale boost for them. They could also be very easy to beat because they might get... They might think that now that they've beat England, they can beat anybody on any given day. Ireland aren't a team that's going to be easily beaten. It's easy to get close to Ireland in a game. Not easy to beat us right now. Ireland are in kind of... I don't want to say unbeatable form, but... form that matters. Form that gets Ireland somewhere. If Ireland beats Scotland, that's... yeah, Ireland are in as good a form as I've ever seen them. I think they can beat anybody any given day right now. Even New Zealand again. Like if Ireland went up against New Zealand in this form, Ireland would probably win. Did I play rugby? No, I might look like I've got a rugby build, but I'm actually really short. I wouldn't be very good at rugby. I'm too short. I'm actually slightly taller than Peter String was. TV3 coverage is rubbish. I haven't watched any of the actual coverage. I've just been following the score lines. Rob's getting salty now, because I said Ireland could beat New Zealand again. Which they could in this form. 75 hours and... oh god, this is a really weird Arabic dance trance thing. I'm gonna turn this up just so you guys can hear the weirdness of this bit of music. What is this? They take 3 breaks at halftime. That kind of makes sense though. It's pretty much the only time in the match where they can take breaks. What is this music? That's what I want to know. Arabic EDM. Can't spend 5 minutes without mentioning the Grand Slam. Well, it's like England every time they turn up as a football World Cup mentioning that they won it once. Bazaar of Broken... holy crap, this is actually Arabic EDM. It's kind of a Moroccan EDM. Holy crap. It's by James Flamestar. James Flamestar. Believe it or not, I was somebody want to time Rob out because he's getting annoying now. How much did you miss? An hour 17 minutes is how much you missed. Because winning the World Cup doesn't mean everything, Rob. Thank you, Landy! He's in one of those moods. I'm in one of those moods where I don't want him to be in one of those moods. Your man, don't worry about it. I don't know if you guys actually realize this. I don't get angry if people show up like an hour into the stream. I appreciate you guys even showing up. Like, it's amazing to have 60 people in here right now, listening to my nonsense. 61, yeah. I don't say this nearly enough. I can't believe how successful the channel is, and how far I've come on YouTube in the past nearly 4 years. I know 4 years for 7,500 subs isn't much. No, that's not great growth, but considering the original aim for the channel was 1,000, I genuinely said to myself when I was starting YouTube, oh, 1,000 subs will be enough. I'll be very happy with 1,000 subscribers. And I'll do that out of the water. I get 3,000 subscribers on average now, 3,000 subscribers a year. Granted, the first year was very slow, but it's... Can I talk really country? Ah, dang a dang 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 dang. I don't know what you're talking about. Jacob, I really don't. Hey, Black Cat. You're here because there's nothing else on. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, everybody hit that like spike. Just... That was a joke, Ian! Talk redneck. No. Here comes! That was clearly a joke! I thought it was a good joke! I'm gonna overrule the timeout. Hang on. I'm just gonna tab out real quick. Because I don't know if you guys knew this or not. Here we go. Did I just... Here we go. That should have overruled the timeout. What's happening now? I was just overruling a timeout. There is a way to do it. I very rarely do it, but there is a way to do it. By tricking YouTube. That song was weird. Yes, it was! Dan, could you just try talking? Because I genuinely want to see if that method works. First off, because I'm not 100% sure. Was this about a joke? Dan made a joke and Keane took it wrong. It's impossible to time yourself out, Farmer Man. It's impossible for mods to time other mods out. I can overrule absolutely everything on this channel if I really want to. Can't wait for the FS19 gameplay trailer. You'll have to wait until June. Odds are the first gameplay trailer will come out in about June. Maybe a bit earlier, I don't know. They usually have gameplay shown at E3, which is not during any of the major shows usually. It might... You never know, it might actually be shown during Microsoft or Sony this year. Which, by the way, I'll be watching E3 as I always do, and being very depressed at how bad the gaming industry is for microtransactions and anti-consumer crap like that. I will, of course, completely skip the EA conference, because who cares about a company that is just failing. Like, one of the big criticisms of Farm Sim is that, oh, they just released copy and pasted games. How do FIFA get a free pass on this? How does EA's FIFA franchise or their Madden franchise get a free pass? What's that? Hello, Silver! I'm not gonna say it. I want to say something, but I'm not going to. I'll be nice here for once. Because EA rocks. They've consistently been voted the worst company in the world. Annually. Thank you, Landy. That was a bad joke. That deserved it. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Thanks to whoever just subscribed. EA make FIFA. Exactly. EA got a free pass on the copy paste, and Farm Sim were criticised despite the fact there's always major improvements made in the game. You know, the AAA guys, they get free passes for releasing the same game with a new colour palette. Farm Sim, nope. Nope. Major improvements, not good enough. Sells tractors. The worst, in my opinion, was is Call of Duty, who released the same game for 6 years in a row. Like, it's great that they've gone back to World War II, but it's got to the point where I just don't care about. Nobody cares about Call of Duty anymore, and Battlefield for that matter, and that's EA. Yeah, I said this a few times. I think it's true. I think there's going to be a major crash in the video game market for the AAA devs. For streaming, you just subscribed. Well, thank you very much, Jacob. If you did in fact subscribe, I think you might have been the guy who subbed a minute ago. If your subs are set to public, you might get a shout out properly. There'll always be, yeah. EA has actually made it so the governments worldwide are being. Hang on a second. This is not just immoral, it should be illegal. You know, you've gone too far now. Which I was saying about EA 4 years ago. Longer. I've been boycotting EA for about 6 years now. And they've done nothing to try and win me back yet. Yeah, you should have been back for a little while, Dan. We tried to overrule the timeout, and apparently that didn't work. Which kind of sucks. I thought that would work. So there is no way to overrule the timeout. That sucks! Wow, if there's an accidental timeout, there's no way to overrule it? Wow. That's kind of dumb, actually. Didn't pay attention to me until last year's loot box thing. Suffice it to say, EA have been on a slippery slope for the last 5 or 6 years. And what happened with last year's loot box thing was just kind of the inevitable result of EA doing the same crap constantly and somehow getting away with it. Yeah, that was the inevitable result of EA pushing boundaries of what gamers will accept. What's my favorite game? Right now, or like overall? Because right now, one of my favorites is They Are Billions, which is a zombie survival strategy game. It is amazing. Really enjoying that game. I don't know if I'll put it on the channel or not, but I'm really enjoying it. I might stream it on Twitch some night, stream a round or two, because it's just punishing. Really punishing. Overall, it's usually like Rome Total War. Rome Total War, StarCraft 2, Command and Conquer Generals are all kind of right up there. Do I have Kingdom Come? No, I can't justify the cost of Kingdom Come. I gotta be blunt. I can't justify the amount Kingdom Come costs. I can't justify buying it. Has Dave ever reached out ever? Yes. Many times. Many times. That's why I don't play iRacing anymore. I used to play iRacing and I rage quit that so many times. Have any of my streams got rated? Yes and no. I mean, me, Sim, and Landy all work together, so if I stream after Sim Sunday, he raids me. If he streams after me, I raid him. If Landy, which is apparently what he's doing today, I'll be raiding Landy at the end of this stream. I'll be sending you guys over to him. So I mean, yes and no. It's all kind of just, we're friends. We're working together. We all want to succeed. We're gonna help each other in whatever way we can to get all of our channels as big as we possibly can. You know, obviously each of us has our own channel as our priorities, but we do, where possible, work with each other with ideas and stuff. Like the realistic thing that I'm doing, the roleplay, it's based on an idea Landy had. And I took that idea and I said, hang on, what if I made this into this? And like even Landy said, you know what, that's... If you're gonna take somebody's idea, here's some genuine advice for you. If you're gonna take somebody's idea, if you find a series you really like on YouTube and you say, I want to do something like this, what you do is you take it and you think, okay, what am I good at? What is my strength with content? And with me, it's role-playing. I'm not as good as Eustace Farmer, but I'm pretty good with role-playing. You know, I know how to handle a roleplay series. I know how to talk, how to behave, and it does take practice. So I took Landy's idea, made it into a roleplay, and it's, you know, it's not going to be something that I do weekly or even have a schedule for. It's just going to be something that I'll play off camera for the most part, usually with hilariously cheaty equipment off camera. And just get into a position where I want, you know, I feel like I'm able to record again and do that, and then rinse, repeat. And the roleplay will be what you guys see on in the videos, but everything else will be just hilariously cheaty, which you'll never see. You know, that's how off-camera work usually works, even for people like Sim. You know, we cheat a lot. We use whatever methods we can to make life easier for ourselves, so we don't have to spend 16 hours in farm sim a day figuring out what we want to do, or doing one job because we've put this ridiculous limitation on the series and we inexplicably decide you know, I'm gonna use those limitations off camera too, in the interest of fairness. And no, that's not how it should work. You got limitations, do it in videos. You're off? Alright, Andy. I'll finish up in a second anyway. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this line and I'm gonna sign off for the day. Hello, Kieran O'Martin. You're kind of running a bit late, unfortunately. We are just about to finish up, and Landy's theoretically gonna be streaming in a second. He said he would at least. Whether he does or not, it's up to him, whether he wants to lie to you. Really like the Giants to score. That is hilariously bad at times and hilariously good at times. It's a real crapshoot in there, depending on who's talking, what the topic is. I try and keep myself out of conversation where I can. I'll defend Giants when I feel like they need defending. Because somebody yesterday was... I'm going to talk about this real quick. Somebody yesterday in Giants Discord was complaining that why bother with the Europa DLC, there's already a mod, and Giants, you know, Lizardtan was giving kind of the Giants side of things, like, well, you know, we're better than modders usually, which is true. And I said, I threw my 2 cents in and said, historically, Europa mod's been crap. It's so much better, easier, and more sane to get the Giants DLC, which you know is going to work. You buy the DLC, you know you're going to have a mostly good experience with it. Yes, there's going to be some bugs, and yes, there's going to be hotfixes, and yes, there's going to be this, yes, there's going to be that. But you know, by and large, it's going to be good. The only modder I've ever heard Giants saying, holy crap, this guy's good, like seriously good, as good as us good, is MattXJS. He's got a DLC coming out soon. You're gonna want to buy Matt's DLC. End of the day, March 29th, MattXJS's Classics DLC. Buy it, you will want it, you need it. It is gonna be probably the best DLC for FS17. I'm going to be buying it not for the channel, not because of RainbowDave, but because of me, because of the person behind it all, because of the person behind the character and behind all the role playing and behind all the farm sim content. Jacob, I'd give it maybe a 10-15% chance of John Deere being an FS19. There's a hilarious, and I genuinely do find it funny at this point, a hilarious thing every single new farm sim game where the rumors start, and one of the rumors is always John Deere. And guess what never has come into farm sim in all the rumors, after all the rumors of John Deere? John Deere! In any case, that is going to do it for me for today. Don't expect John Deere in FS19. If it is in, you should be pleasantly surprised, like I would be. I would like Class or Kubota. Personally, I would like Class or Kubota. They'd be my calls for, like, or both. Both would be really nice. Especially seeing as there's rumours that one of the maps for FS19 is going to be an Italian map. It'd be amazing if there's grapes, or like, if not grapes, because, you know, there's a whole, it can be used to make alcohol thing. Olives, could be a thing, and they'd be an orchard farming style thing. Kubota would be perfect for that. But that is going to do it for me for today. I'm going to leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Oakfield Farm. Landy Kid should be starting up in a moment if he's not already on his countdown. He is live! Go over to Landy Kid. The mods can feel free to spam Landy's link and get you guys over there. If you're new, if you just joined and you want to catch me next time, tomorrow 5 PM GMT ish, I'll be live again. Probably on Oakfield, maybe G, I don't know, depends on how I feel. You can catch me then, so subscribe if you want to, hit the like button if you want to. I'll leave you saying stay safe, and goodbye. You go, Carlton.